Jake Paul just walked out of the ring in one of the most unpredictable fights of his career. Fans were left stunned. The judges' scorecards triggered a firestorm online. And now, millions are debating whether this fight cements Jake's legacy or exposes the limits of his boxing rise. What really happened under those bright lights? And what does it all mean for his future? Stay locked in, because this isn't just another fight recap. It's the untold story you didn't see on pay-per-view. Last night's high-stakes showdown featuring Jake Paul wasn't just another chapter in the saga of influencer-turned-boxer. It was a turning point, filled with surprising tactics, split-second decisions, and consequences that could reshape his entire fighting career. And from the moment the bell rang, it was clear both fighters came with something to prove. But Jake's unorthodox style clashed with his opponent's raw technicality in ways that had everyone from ringside commentators to casual viewers glued to every jab and feint. As the rounds progressed, Jake landed some clean shots, but he also absorbed serious punishment. His defense looked stronger than in previous fights, but there were moments of hesitation that cost him control of the pace. And whether it was fatigue, nerves, or simply an opponent who knew how to exploit his patterns, Jake's usual confidence seemed a notch dimmer, especially by the middle rounds, where the momentum visibly shifted and his corner showed real urgency in their instructions, calling for aggression and a knockout attempt that never fully came together. And when the final bell rang, the energy in the arena was electric. Everyone waited in tense silence as the judges tallied the scores. And when the result was announced, reactions exploded. Jake didn't win, but he didn't clearly lose either. Depending on who you ask, it was either a robbery or a fair outcome. But what's undeniable is that this fight exposed cracks in his game and opened massive questions about whether he's ready to face the elite tier of professional boxing. And now, fans are buzzing with speculation. Will Jake double down and train harder for redemption? Will he pivot back to celebrity bouts for safety and spectacle? Or will he shock everyone by calling out a true top 5 contender to prove he's more than a YouTube boxer? And beyond the drama, there's no denying that Jake's impact on the sport is real, drawing millions of eyeballs and igniting debates that traditional boxing couldn't stir on its own. But now, it's not about hype. It's about credibility. And if Jake wants to keep this career alive, his next move must be smarter, sharper, and more strategic than ever before. And whether that's a rematch, a new opponent, or a total reinvention of his training approach, one thing's for sure. People will be watching, critics will be waiting to pounce, and fans, whether they love him or hate him, won't be able to look away. So if you've got thoughts on the decision, ideas on who Jake shamed for his should fight next, or reactions to the way he handled this challenge, jump into the comments. We want to hear from you. And don't forget to hit like if you were glued to the action, subscribe if you crave real fight breakdowns without the fluff, and share this video with anyone who still thinks Jake Paul isn't a serious player in the boxing world. Because agree or disagree, this fight proves that he's not just here to entertain, he's here to evolve, and that makes every bout he takes next a must-watch moment in combat sports history.